Some initializing. I'm surprised I'm still living with how many of these damn things I drink in a day. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Skinny Moose.
And that boy Fat Squirrel.
We brought Killer Cash back on the other day. We actually done a fucking interview, but the damn thing didn't record. It recorded, but it was only like 7 minutes long. And I'm like, why the hell does it say an hour? But when I go to edit it, I only save 7 minutes. Ooh, I was so aggravated, y'all. So, let's hop right into it. One of my questions. I noticed that when you fought Simbashi,
Mbashi, yeah.
uh, that when you fought Simbashi, will you explain the story? Because like he couldn't get counted out, but you could. Seemed like you couldn't do nothing right.
So I didn't know the stipulation to the match until like right when we got there, like right when we got in the ring. So at Inspire AD, or it's Inspire Victorious now, they have a title called the Lawless Darkness Championship, which means that the person that holds the title can break any rule and they don't get in trouble. But the person I can't break any rules. So I thought that it was interesting, I guess, because the day before I had the match with Necro Butcher. And a lot of people consider me like a death match guy. So it's like, oh, if he can't use any weapons, let's see what would happen. So
That's fucked up. Honestly, that's fucked up.
that's some '90s WWE style fucking writing.
I mean, bro, that's like I'm not,
It is.
not to shit on the promotion, but that seems like favoritism there.
Ah, man, I guess from what I've heard is everybody that holds that title goes evil. I guess it's if you're able to do anything you want and not get in trouble, shit, why not?
I
That's the
mean,
only reason. That's the only way he would beat me. Spoiler alert! If anybody's seen that, it's the only way he was going to beat me.
bro, let me just say that Sambashi Remedy don't need no weapons, so I'm glad you used that trash can on him because now now I have to ask this question because you're the first person that we've ever interviewed that had the mist spit in your face that I know of. So does having mist spit in your eyes, does it hurt or burn or anything?
It burns. It fucking burns.
I thought it would. I thought it would.
So he spit it, and I wish I had pictures. So my eye swelled shut because of it. And what sucks is when you're on the road, you're usually in a road on a car with everybody. And I was, I think, like match 2 or 3 on like a card that was like 15 matches. So I had to wait for everybody to be done, and so we can go somewhere. And I remember somebody gave me, because I always tell people at shows, hey man, if you want to talk to me, give me a beer. So somebody gave me 2 beers, and I had one on my eye the whole fucking night trying to get this swelling down. But there was no going to work the next day, none of that. My eye was swollen shut.
Oh shit.
Like what you see after of my buddy Izzy James, which is another good wrestler y'all got to get.
Yes,
Uh,
I seen Izzy come in and get stop the Simbodi because I was like, what the fuck? So my thing is not to cut you off, but if you're
yeah,
like one of my wrestlers that I like, I get kind of pissed off. Like I got pissed off at uh whatever his name is. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. I was like, yeah, now fuck with Remedy. I was like, let him get up on his feet and let's see what you can make made of.
yeah. Um, After the match, you could hear me yelling like the shit burns. I can't see. I was legit. The shit burned. I couldn't see.
Yeah, you had help to the back, and I was like, I bet because like, damn, that was fucking crazy, and it was the black mist.
Yeah, that shit burns. That shit burns.
So that's why everybody that's ever had poison mist spit in their face is just teetotally done after the match. Well, most of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Oh, so what's your thoughts on dog collar matches?
Never been in them, but they're when done right. I've seen some done wrong. When done right, they're beautiful. It's a history that's behind them. They're beautiful.
I had to ask that question because like I want to see you in a dog collar match. No offense though, I don't think a damn dog collar is gonna fit around your neck.
It might gotta get a big dog collar.
You need like a fucking King Corso dog collar.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or one of them Russian bull mastiff
They gonna have to do like they had to do. Who was it? Hoodfoot? Was it?
might have been Mo. Somebody had a specially made dog collar for him.
Yeah.
So that's what it's gonna take. Squirrel, you had a question that you wanted to ask him.
Who?
Squirrel had a question for you.
Yeah, big dog, what's up?
Did it
Me.
slip your mind?
Sorry. It's a certain question. Now you don't have to answer, and I don't mean no disrespect by it. No, it didn't. Do you believe promoters book you because of your height or the skills you possess? What do
I
you
don't
think
think
they book you more for?
I don't think they booked me at all. um, I think when people see me, it catches attention. But I think when people actually see my work rate and my style, then that kind of gets them. So I think it's a little bit of A and B.
Okay. So, would you say you're more of a heel or a baby face? Because I get more of baby vibes
Yeah,
for
because I
some
didn't want to
reason.
mean no disrespect by it.
Brother, you're good. You're good. Um, man, I tell everybody, man, what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I'm gonna do the same thing when I'm a baby that I'm gonna do when I'm a heel. It's
Okay.
just sometimes the motives might change.
All right, I respect that. Fuck yeah, I could take that. Um, Now I've noticed you held multiple titles. So
Yeah.
what is the most meaningful title you've ever held and why?
Oh wow. Okay. So there's three parts to it. The ACW tag team titles with Masada out in
Mhm.
Austin, Texas. Uh, just because I wanted to leave wrestling, I hated it, and it was kind of a thing of he hit me up, and it was funny because I had to work that day, and I was like, man, I'd rather just go to my fucking job. And he was like, bro, come to Austin. I bet you we win these titles. And it's like I didn't even know I was booked. At the time, the company wasn't doing anything with me. I started hating wrestling, and then we won, and I was like, fuck yeah. ACH, which is one of my best friends, was there and greeted me to the back because that was the first title I ever won with that company, and I was hammered drunk, and we were taking pictures together.
Hell yeah. I noticed
Yeah.
that you held a title when your son was like I think 1 years old. He couldn't have been that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I thought that would have been your most meaningful, championship.
Man, any belt I win, I give to him and just like, hey, look what your dad brought home. So I have a lot of pictures of him with belts that I've won throughout the years.
Oh hell yeah.
That place I legit quit right after.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I hated the day. I hated the show. A lot of things were going on. I don't think they ran after that. I think it was the wife got upset that the show cost that much and there were no fans that were there.
I
And
understand that.
they left without paying anybody. So we held up the ring for them to come back and pay us. So I don't think they ran after that.
So I was watching your
Oh shit.
I'm not for sure who you was facing, I can't remember. But I noticed that you moved the ring. like this ring was secure, and I noticed that you moved it. It was a match on YouTube, and I looked at my wife and I was like, I bet you this big man can flip a ring by himself. I was,
Um, when I'm pissed off, I'm focused. I was pissed off. But also, we were so close to the rest. Like we were so close to the fans. I'm not pulling punches. I'm gonna let you know right now. Hey, man, if we're by the fans, you're gonna eat a potato, but I'm expecting one back. I've done it a couple of times where I'll go into a football 3/4 stance, and I'll tell somebody, "Hey, man, if you're brave, take it. If not, move." And I'll run right into that post, and I'll move the ring. And I don't move it a little bit; I move it a lot.
I'm not. I'm brave, but I'm not that damn brave. This is straight to the point. Yes, it is,
Oh wow.
Mackenzie. I'm not. I'm brave, and y'all know how
Yes.
brave I am. But when I see that big man trucking towards me, I'm
Yes.
moving. Fuck, I'm gone.
I got it. I got it. I'll take it. I don't care. I'm goofy.
That's the dummy. That's the dummy.
Well, it's like what was it when Shibashi hit me with that trash can, and I just started bending it on me, on him. It was really him, like, please stop. Oh fuck no.
Yeah, hey, Simbashi was just like lighting you up. You could already see the purple and black on your chest, and you're
And
just like,
and same with
do
the
it again,
back when he was hitting
do
me
it
with the
again.
chairs.
I,
Hey man,
I
I could take a licking.
we done an interview the other day, and you was like, "Yeah, some things, phase me." I'm like what? What would phase? What would phase kill a catch?
So I talked about when I compound dislocated my finger in a match. I popped it back in and continued to wrestle.
Yeah,
So yeah, and then I
Yeah.
wrestled the next day with a fucked up hand.
that's fucking crazy. It's fucking
Oh
crazy.
god.
So I know you've done death matches, and you have one coming up for 7, but
Yeah.
you really don't do them. Can we ask why you really don't do them? But like you dibble and dabble, but why you don't really exactly go in full force?
So it's my shoot job.
I, I,
It's my shoot job. I don't want anything going back and like say if I have to use my insurance and stuff like that, they're gonna be like, well, what happened if they investigate? I have really good benefits, so I don't want to lose those.
I respect that. That's beyond, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I do know that you spoke that you would like to wrestle for GCW, and
Yeah.
I brought up ISWA Deep South and not XPW, fuck, X Brand. Is there any more promotions that you would like
Expert.
to wrestle for?
Um, I wouldn't mind, man. Here's my whole thing: if they can cover my fees and stuff, because I'm a single income household and I can't go in the red, like we talked about.
Yeah.
If I can't go in the red, a lot of
Yeah.
people are going to see me as an unknown element, and they're not going to be like, "Well, no, I'm not going to spend this type of money on this guy." Fuck that. I understand. But if you can put me in a match that interests me, I don't care who I work. I don't care who I work at all. I do have some dream matches of people that I would like to work and places I would like to go. Uh, what was it? I
Ooh.
think I commented on somebody's page as a joke, and they're talking about wrestling in Japan, and they've wrestled their whole career. They're a legend there. And I was like, I've never been to Japan. And it's like, shit, you need to, you might. And it's like, shit, if I go to Japan, I'm doing everything. I'm going to Ribera. I'm getting a jacket. I'm fucking around, seeing some shit, and then I'm retiring.
So that sounds about like Drew Parker though, who spent most of his career over there in Japan.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I'm still, and y'all know what's coming next. I still want that Bryant Woods match. I still want that 6'6" versus that 6'7". It's gonna be them two men alone will flip the fucking ring. So you're gonna need Cornet's Cup for that, and everybody's gonna have to back up because when them two go at it, the blood's gonna flow.
What are you
Oh,
talking about? That's gonna be the whole Carton Cup tournament. It's gonna be two people, Brian Woods and him, and Kisser. And that's it. That's the tournament. Whoever wins is the champ, and they walk in the fuck out.
hey, I know one that would. I know one that'll face him. Get little sicko to face him. Well, we
I mean,
talked
yeah,
about it
no,
last time.
probably would.
You, uh, I was going to ask if you could wrestle in any country, which would it be and why? And you spoke on Japan.
Hell
Now,
yeah, Japan.
now, Squirrel, do you want to ask who he wants over there?
Oh my God, there's so
Yeah,
many
well,
people
yeah.
I
I
would
had a
say.
question about that, and it, yeah.
Go ahead,
So, who
Um,
Squirrel.
would, if you make it to Japan, who would your dream opponent be?
Minoru Suzuki.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my!
Ooh,
I
Minoru
thought he was
Suzuki.
going to say
ooh,
Takeda.
ooh,
No, Minoru
Oh,
Suzuki. That's what I would want.
oh my god, that would be one that I'd
ooh,
fucking have to search the damn
ooh,
deep.
nice.
I'd search everywhere to see that one. Um, so we talked about how you lift, like you don't really lift weights, but like deadlifting and stuff. But you spoke about you can lift a double wide refrigerator, and you can lift just about anything in your a typical household by yourself.
Yeah.
And would you like to reshare your story about you picking up the big man when you was a guard and carrying him down the flight of steps?
So I think the guy was about like 380 or 375. He's just dead weighted. I used to work in the jails, and he just dead weighted me. So the power was down and the elevators didn't work. So I had to pick him up. I picked him up fireman style and took him down three flights of steps to the clinic.
So with your life or your career the way that it is, if you was to, I guess you could sort of say, get in with, say somebody, like Neil Diamond Cutter, how would you feel?
I've met him a couple of times. I've been on a couple of shows with him. He used to come to ACW a lot in Texas. He used to come with the hooligans.
Oh, the
Uh,
Hood Brothers.
man, it's
Yes.
I would want to do something along the lines of like Spike Dudley Rhino in ECW or Bam Bam Bigelow and Spike.
Okay.
Um, but it's just like, man, I know he's a tough son of a bitch, so I'm not going to discredit him. I know he's tough as shit.
So, is there anybody that you've fought that was like extremely short, like Sakuda sized? If you know who Sakuda is.
Extremely short. Everybody's short.
Well, when you're that damn tall, I mean, that's true. That's
Everybody's
true.
tiny. I wrestled a little person.
Like a midget? No offense, but like a midget?
Yeah, yeah.
I have to fucking see this. That would be epic.
So it was a guy named Stan the Center Summers out in Austin, and it was kind of the yearly thing for that show. Was me and him fought, and it always ended up the same thing. It always ended with him taking a big boot to the face.
Damn.
So it was a lot like the what is it? It's the Kane and Pete Rose thing where he constantly get tombstone every year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was the thing.
So
Oh yeah,
uh
yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
watched you and Brick Savage go at it. And that was a
Ooh,
hell of a match. That would look to be intense. I mean, he's not as tall as you, but he's a big man. So
Yes.
what was it like sharing the ring with Brick? I mean,
Um. So coming into that, I I did not wrestle for a long time. I think I a year, maybe longer. I cut my hair. I was done with wrestling. I didn't want to do it. Um, but then it was so coming into there, I wasn't me. I was a shell. So I really didn't have the same mindset, the same aggression, anything. Um, leaving that match, I didn't win, but leaving that match made me want to come back because I think I did a podcast or I did an interview, and somebody was like, "Are you excited about this match?" And I said I was more excited about the Keurig that I just got. I want to go home and get coffee, which pissed them off. But if I'm able to get in the ring with Brick again, and throughout the years, peeling back the curtain, we're close. We're close. We're friends. But to get back in the ring with him again, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to show people why I was such a threat in Texas before he got here.
Yes, I would love for you to do a redo. Like, I was watching that, and she was like, "Is that?" My wife was like, "Who?" After the interview, I'll show her. She wants to meet you, but she was like, "Is that Remedy?" I was like, "Yeah, but where the hell is his hair? It's short."
Yep, yep. I got back. Um, I was taking bookings, and when I got booked for that, the only reason why I did it was because it was like it was a reunion show, pretty much. So I got to see a whole bunch of people I haven't seen in a long time. The manager that was with me, Steve DeMarco,
Yeah.
he is that's my brother. He is the one that when I was at Books, he booked another company and helped me get my rounds in, get my confidence up in the ring, stuff like that. But we've always been like this. Anywhere he was at, I was with him.
Oh yeah. We was talking the other day about you going to Booker T's wrestling school, and you felt like you portrayed it your buddy or whatever.
Yep.
So
So,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, continue.
So was you feeling like that? Did y'all ever like? I guess you could sort of say work out the differences or
Hmm. That,
anything, and do y'all
that's
still
him.
communicate?
Yeah, that's him. Steve DeMarco. So
Uh
Steve DeMarco ran his own company, or he booked his own company. It was called IWE. And at that time, IWE was doing things that companies now are doing. Um, Back then, he was doing DVDs and stuff like that, high quality DVDs, really good matches. Um, we were doing a lot of stuff now that's popular. We're doing a lot of stuff then that's popular now. Uh, when Booker realized that, hey man, this up and coming company is actually developing some buzz, he was like, you know what? I want all my guys back. You can only wrestle for me. And I understand why he would do it. It's because you would have some wrestlers work another show and they would get hurt and say that they're in a big storyline or they're a champion. So he was trying to make sure that they were okay. But at the end of the day, we're independent contractors. You're not paying us a handsome fee. You're just making sure you're dangling a carrot over people. I was offered a special agreement and it wasn't lived up to. And I felt bad that I went. And he was just even like, go. It's a golden opportunity. Go. But and it's still and he's forgiven me and stuff like that. We're boys, we talk on the daily, but I still hold it because there's a loyalty that's there. And
mhm.
it's just like I don't get past that. Uh I like to be loyal to people that I call my brothers. I don't use that term lightly, so when I do use it and I mean it, you're a brother to me. But yeah, it's we don't have a problem anymore. I don't even think
That's
we had a problem after.
that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But like, I know you fought Necro, and so I guess my next question is, whose match are you looking? I don't want to put it like that, but I guess what match are you more prepared for? Like you fought Necro, and now you're getting ready to face Hoodfoot. So like, which match is more? I guess your mentality more up for.
So the match with Necro, um, that was a fight. I knew exactly what I was
That
getting
wasn't going.
myself into. The match with Hoodfoot. Apparently, he's defending a title that he has there, or with another
The
company. He's
RPW
defending it.
Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people have hit me up, and they're just like, "Yo, there's going to be a lot of eyes on the show. There's a lot of people that are going to be writing up things for the show. There's going to be a lot going on. It's like this is your moment. I can fight in a bar. That's what I used to do as a bouncer and a bodyguard. Fighting in a bar ain't shit to me. But now I've been told that I'm an unknown element in this show. Everybody's established, and I'm unknown. So make a name."
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
He
So
dropped it.
so imagine this squirrel. Hoodfoot drops the belt to Remedy.
Oh my god.
Remedy steps into RPW. Imagine him running through RPW's locker room like it's nothing.
I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, fuck. Who's gonna give him any problems besides maybe Hoodfoot and Slack over there?
Nah.
No offense to anybody else, but we know the Pillars ain't. I mean, you're getting ready. This is going to be a bet. I'm wanting Remedy to go to RPW. Shit, that'd be good as fuck.
Hell yeah.
So, I know your hobbies outside of the ring is hanging out with your boy and playing video games. Do you have any other hobbies?
um, Not really. I
What's your
don't.
favorite video game?
So right now I'm playing Helldivers 2.
Ooh, I heard good
Um,
things about that.
yeah, I'm playing Helldivers 2. I used to play a lot of Destiny.
Hey,
Um,
Ooh, I play
yeah,
Destiny.
yeah. He likes this game called Ark Ascended.
I've heard of
I'm
Art.
getting into that,
I've heard of
and
that, yeah.
we'll play Fortnite together.
Hey,
Fortnite.
I play some Fortnite. Yep, I
Yeah.
play Fortnite.
So, do
Oh
you
yeah,
like?
I play Fortnite.
Weird question. I know you spend a lot of time, wrestling stuff. Do you play wrestling video games too?
Man, I used to. I have a buddy that lives in California. His name's G. I used to play a lot of like what is it like the 2Ks and stuff like that. I used to play a lot with him. Um, Man, I look at it like football. Like I don't play football games. I could just go
Yeah,
outside and do it.
I
So if I want
understand
to
that.
go,
I
I'll go
see your
train.
point. I see the point in that.
Yeah,
I see the point in that.
yeah, he wrestles, so he's like, "What's the sense in playing wrestling? I can do it myself." So I
Yeah.
respect that.
Exactly.
What system do you play on when you normally play?
I have a PlayStation 5, but I would love to make a computer. So
Ah,
Ooh.
PC. Yes, I'm still running around on the goddamn PS4.
I got a PS5 and a PS4. So
yeah, you winning.
Oh my God, Killer Cash, you are so awesome. From what matches I've seen, you are the bomb.
Man, I try to be. I try to be. It's a funny story. If you ever see me about to finish a match, I like to make a bet with the promoter, and they never believe me that I can do this. I make everybody stand up before I knock the shit out of them. So I'll tell the crowd to stand, and they stand, and then I hit them with a lariat.
That
So
that yeah. They, they,
oh wow.
that. So since you fought Masada and you've tagged with Masada, which one do you prefer?
it's a fight when you tag with them.
Either way, it's gonna be a
Um,
fight.
um, Man, to be honest, he's my brother. I love him to death. I'd rather fight against him. because I know fighting against him, a lot of people don't hit hard. He will. He'll knock the shit out of you, and that's what I like. So if he hits me, I'm gonna hit him right the fuck back.
My
They say you don't
which,
fight nobody worse than you fight your brother.
which wrestler
exactly.
did you enjoy?
Exactly. That's fucking right.
Which wrestler did you enjoy going against the most?
Who did I enjoy going against the most? Um, I had a really, really good match, and I wish I had the footage of it against two wrestlers. Jason Silver at a show called Metroplex Wrestling out like in the Bedford area of Texas, like near Dallas. I had a really good match against him. And it was my last match I had against him. He sadly has passed away.
Oh, R.I.P., bro. Sorry to
Oh
hear that.
man,
And,
R.I.P.
um, bro, Jason Silver was a fucking myth. It seemed like Jason Silver had a fucking horseshoe up his ass. He would do some of the most death defying shit and just pop up and be like, I'm okay. He was what Darby Allen is. Uh,
Yeah.
I remember he gave me and Sky de la Cremosa a swanton bomb off of a balcony going all the way down onto concrete and chairs. Yeah.
Holy shit.
He also
Oh
got
damn.
hung off of a balcony too by a chain around his neck. But another match, I would say, in the same company against ACH.
So I was looking on Cage Match, and I'm wanting to say that you had a blindfold match.
Oh my
I
God,
cannot find
that
it anywhere.
sucks.
So will
That
you speak on
sucks
this?
so bad. Oh,
Literally, I want to see this match, but I can't find it. So I
it,
gotta have details.
oh, bro. So it wasn't even a blindfold, more like a bag.
The
So,
fuck?
like, yeah, it was a bag. And what sucked was you have to breathe to wrestle. I could not breathe.
What the fuck?
I
Oh
could not
shit.
breathe. And so the bag's right here. So when I breathe in, it goes in. And I'm just like, fuck. So I'm lifting up the bag and I'm trying to breathe. And it's a children's show. And the referee's like, stop doing that. I was like, I can't breathe. And he'll try to pull it down. And then I'll pull it back up. I can't breathe. Stop doing that. And he tries to pull it down. So then I pull it back up again to try to breathe. And he's like, stop doing that. And he hits me. And I know where he is now. So I slap him and tell him to suck my dick. Mind you,
Oh shit.
there's children in the front row.
No.
Yeah. Bro, that
Yes.
sucked. I couldn't breathe. It wasn't a blindfold, it was a fucking bag over the head match.
What the
Sounds like I
fuck?
was getting fucked.
Uh, do
That's
you
crazy.
prefer fist or weapons when fighting?
Bro, I don't use that many weapons. I just use my
Yeah,
fist.
he mostly uses his fist. Like
Yeah.
hold your
His
fist
fists
up a
are
couple times.
weapons. What are you talking
Hold,
about?
yeah, like look at that big fucking
God
hand. Damn, he's big as big.
damn, your hand's way big. Damn. Yeah, he got damn, yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
guess I'm the
Yeah.
baby in this conversation.
Yeah. Hell
I wear
no.
like a size 7.5 ring, so I guess I'm the baby. I just got really long fingers. I'm the baby here.
Yeah. God. What the
I can't tell you what my nickname in high school was.
Probably monster.
But that too, but I was Mountain. But my hands had their own special name.
Damn.
I could
Sorry,
see
I
you
want to
palming
like keep
somebody's
you
head in a
guys.
match to like choke slamming them like that, just palm their head and pick them up like wham.
Dribble them like a fucking basketball.
Yeah, palm a monkey's
Oh,
head like a basketball. I'm like wham, choke slam now.
so
So
when you fought Necro, like what was it expected for you to knock him out, or was it what was you expecting, like a submission? Or
Ooh. Hold on one second. I'm gonna grab a beer.
all right, take your time.
I'm already in my
I ain't
kitchen,
pissing this
so
big man off. Hell no.
Um,
You can piss him off, squirrel.
well, I do that a lot to people. So, I mean,
His fucking hand eats a Bear King, y'all. Like literally.
shout out to Lone Star, fucking sponsor me.
I don't think we have
hell
Lone
yeah.
Star down here. God, look at that shit. Oh my god.
Jesus.
It's
God.
like, so that's one of my nicknames is Deathmatch Andre.
Hey, wait,
Oh, Jesus.
that, that, they nicknamed you right.
Yeah, I got that when I wrestled Alex Colon. Um,
That was cool.
so when it came to fighting Necro Butcher, I was told one thing and one thing only, that he's going to punch you in the nose, and I didn't want a broken nose. So the first thing he did was he popped me, and he hit me good, and I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, this is what this is. I fucking love this." But I
Dude,
realized once he was bleeding, I had something. It's at the end of the day, man. You can only go so long bleeding. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get lightheaded. So I got a really good elbow. Once I saw that he was rocking, I got a good elbow to that jaw. It was it.
so, like, when you're bleeding or when your opponent's bleeding, either one, do you feel like you're in your comfort zone then? Like, does that make you want to go even more?
I want to be precise. I grew up as a fighter, so I don't want to fully jump in and commit and have them fuck me up.
Yeah.
So I pick my spots. So I'll hit, I'll hang back, I'll hit again, I'll hang back, and if I see where you're at, and if you're vulnerable, I'll go for it.
I've
Mm,
noticed that you're not really the one, like, you'll knock a person down, but you're not really one to climb over top of somebody and just waylay them.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that's like me, because Squirrel will tell you, I grew up fighting myself because it was either you get made fun of or you go up and you hit the motherfucker. So,
yeah, I mean,
I respect that. Like, what's the sense of hitting a man when he's down? Let him get up, and then when he gets back up, give it to him again.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
done, just lay there.
I grew up not being the norm because I'm mixed. So it's just like, hey
oh,
man, you're either gonna fight or you're gonna die.
I
oh
understand that.
shit.
So, not
Yeah.
to offend you or not, then please don't take this. But what are you mixed with? Like, are you white and black, or Hispanic and black, or?
Oh, Polynesian black and white. Smelling.
See, my wife was wanting to know. Like, I was like, well, if he brings it up, I'll ask him. But and I made a post last night. It's 2025. Like, quit being fucking racist and quit fucking talking about the LGBTQ, like AI or whatever it's called now. Because I have friends that are LGBTQ, and I have friends that are
I do too.
black,
I
and
got, I got family.
I'm mostly native. So, but I just took my mom's history, and I was on TikTok the other day, and this motherfucker's like, "Shut up, Redskin," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, come and say it to my face." Like, you fucking colonizer. Shut your
So
fucking mouth.
I find it funny when people talk shit because I'll find you and I'll confront you. And it's like, so what's all that shit you were saying?
And then they want to
So
pussyfoot out.
exactly, man.
True.
What was that? Mike Tyson
That's
said
usually
it
what
best
happens.
himself.
They do that.
I
People are getting
don't see
comfortable
that.
with talking shit.
I was raised by my grandparents. They was born in the late 50s, and my grandfather remembers the segregation and the Martin Luther King getting murdered and all that.
Yeah.
And he's like, when I was born, he was like, "There's, times are changing, And then he got caught cancer and he had to get blood transfusions, and he's like, I don't see the sense in being racist. I don't know if that blood came from a white guy, black guy, Asian, or what. So he's like, I don't see the sense in racism, and I never was racist.
Racism
My
is
grandmother,
stupid. In my opinion, racism is stupid as fuck.
I've
So
I've seen a boy literally get his fucking jaw broke for calling a black boy an N word, the hard N word, and I'm like, that's what happens when you're racist.
so the way that I put it is, I'm a Christian. The way I think of it is we're sitting here and judging people. At the end of the day, when we all pass and when we face judgment, we're all looked at the same.
That's
Yep.
true. Like,
I'll,
True.
okay,
I'll judge you for being an asshole more than I'll judge you for your skin or your religion.
yes, definitely. Like, uh, when if you was to bleed, which you have, and your opponent was to bleed, y'all are same damn color, blood. It's blue on the inside, but when you bleed, it's fucking red. So what's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
difference? What's the
Yeah.
difference? That your family come from wherever, and my family come from wherever. There's no sense in being racist. It's all the fucking same
Fuck.
thing at the end of
It's
the day.
stupid too. I don't like it.
Have you
So,
ever wrestled someone who is the same height and size as you?
um, I've wrestled people that were close to my height. I've wrestled people that were heavier than me, but never the same height, the same weight.
That's
Mm.
But if I'm going to wrestle somebody that's even taller than me, I'm still going to fight. I'm still going to beat their ass. I don't care.
I mean, the only one that I know that would probably be taller than you that I can think of off the top of my head is fucking Cruel, and I don't even think he's taller than you.
Is that the guy with the mask?
Mm.
The bald guy with
Yeah,
the mask? How
yeah.
tall is he?
Oh, what is he like? They say 7 foot, but I don't think he's 7 foot.
No.
He's
I
got
think
to be at
he's like
least six, 6'5", 6'6".
6, 7 foot
Has to
because
be.
of the shoes he wears has lifts in them, so it makes him look taller.
I
I
I
don't.
think
think.
6, 6, 6, 7 maybe. I ain't for sure. Don't
So
quote me on that though. But I think,
I'm.
yeah, I think he's around that height. Maybe
I
a
don't.
little bit taller than that. I don't know.
I don't embellish my height and weight. I'm 6'6" and 350.
Good
Woo!
Lord.
God fucking
Jesus.
Yeah.
bless. I'm not.
And then people are just like, well, what do you use as the finish? I use a lariat and I use a standing guillotine choke. And then they're just like, really? You don't do anything else? Let me hit you with this fucking lariat. Let me see. Let me see how you're gonna be with this guillotine choke.
Oh God.
I gotta agree
Fucking
with you.
guillotine choke. Some things hurt.
Mm-hmm.
My brother used to do that to me when we was kids when we would wrestle. He'd give me
I was
every time
watching
like
this.
that. I hated that shit.
I was
Oh, it
watching
was
this
horrible.
match, and shit, it might have been on IWTV. There was this guy. Of course, he was smaller than Remedy, but you see, Remedy would take that fucking big ass boot and clock this guy upside the face with a kick, and I'm like, is he dead?
Now I'm trying to think who was it?
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
Fuck. I know it's on IWTV because I watched it the other night.
Okay.
Shit. Um, fuck.
We'll figure it out one day.
Yeah, another good match that y'all ain't seen is Wesley Crane and him and another dude.
Matty
Fucking
Ice.
yeah. Well, I think Wesley Crane was trying to shoot him with a dart gun, and that didn't work. Or Nerf gun, whatever. Nerf gun with the dart
Yeah.
attached or whatever. That didn't work. So, who gave you a run for your money? Took you to your limits, or is there anybody?
There's been people. But it's everybody I've faced after has helped me raise my game. Um, shit, Masada, Necro Butcher, ACH, Showtime Scott Summers, Ricky Starks,
Ricky.
um, Brian Keith.
Oh, I gotta fucking find that match.
Ooh, Brian
I think
Keith.
I've seen that match with Brian Keith.
Yeah,
The Bounty Hunter?
yeah.
Oh, yes,
It's
I
with
did see that
it's
fucking match.
it's with New Texas.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, he choked
So,
me out with the dog chain.
yep, yep.
Ow.
So, who's what the most, like, honorable guy you shared a locker room with?
Like the best guy I've shared a locker room with. Um, bro, locker rooms. I'm pretty much in. All the guys are the same. Really cool stand up guys. If you're not, I don't want you with, and I won't share a locker room with you.
I understand that.
I won't share a locker room
That's
with you.
understandable.
Yeah. I've been in shows. I've wrestled people that were pieces of shit, and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them. And if they ask why, bro, I've never heard a good thing about you.
So, is that when you basically turn shoot on them?
No, I don't turn shoot. I just make it hurt. I
I understand that.
just make it hurt more.
So, would you like to drop? We actually talked about it the other day. Would you like to drop anything, socials, upcoming shows, promos, etc.?
Um, 7 against Hoodfoot. I wrestled January 23rd at the Texas Contender Series. If y'all have never
Oh,
seen Texas Contender Series, it's a really good show.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen a
really good
couple of
up
them.
and coming
They're pretty
talent.
cool.
Yeah, really good.
So, what's your feelings
They,
on that being in that?
I love it. I love it. I love it because
That
it's
was one of my questions on there because I remember the other day when we were talking earlier, you mentioned it, and I put it down as a question.
yeah,
What's your feelings on being in the Texas Contender Series? Because I've seen some good people. I mean, I've seen some big names be in them series, in that series, bro. Like, yeah, they're
yeah.
pretty good.
Um, Man, these guys in the Contender Series are some of the most hungry uh, talent I've met. Like, there's a lot of people you got to keep an eye out for. Jay Davis is their heavyweight champ. I had a good hardcore match with him or street fight, whatever you call it. Jay Davis is there. You got Kenny Calypso, Chris Nick. You got the Dream Team, the Eighth Day, Isaac Morales, Jay Pierce. Bro, you got a lot of good people that are in that company. To be honest, you can say that whole roster from top to bottom. There's some fucking stallions.
Hell yeah! And
Hell yeah.
shout out to Channel Effect to sponsors.
Yes. All right. My sponsors, Channel Effects, Renegade USA, and for the Armada. So yeah,
Um,
Heck yeah.
is there anyone that you would like to call up for a wrestling match?
I wouldn't mind fighting Brick Savage again.
Okay, okay.
Um, I wouldn't mind fighting Brick Savage if I any chance I could ever get in the ring again with Brian Keith. I would want to. Mysterious Q. I want to get in the ring with.
I know that name.
Um,
Uh,
you want to say hello? There, we'll see you. Come here. This is my son.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
What's up?
He just came in here to eat. That's it. Yeah, yeah. He's 14 and 6. You're 6'3".
Jesus, hell.
Yeah. No, you're 6'3", big dog. Yeah, you got
Wow.
taller.
So, with that being said, if your boy ever wants to step into wrestling, how? No, you won't let him.
No,
I
no.
respect that.
I want him to use his mind. Also, he wants to be a veterinarian.
Hey,
Ooh, nice.
he's gonna be as tall as
How was
that.
your child birthday? What's the 12? How was your child birthday?
Yes, it is. It is. Hold on, hold on. I'm proud of my son. I'm
I,
proud of
my
him.
leg,
Look at him.
my leg,
Look
Hold
at
on,
my
him.
Brandon.
leg, ah, my leg.
He heard me talking about him, so he's just like, "What are you doing?"
That animal's gonna look at him and be like, God damn, I got a giant working on me. Hey, little buddy, I hope you succeed in your dreams, though. Chase those dreams, bro.
Yes.
Man, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't mind doing. This would be part three, technically. I wouldn't mind doing a part three.
Yes, I'd love to have you back on. So do you have an athlete's background?
I played football.
Yeah, I noticed
Um,
that you mentioned that you don't really like football.
no,
It's too political, which I don't really like football. I watched the Super Bowl, but other than that, no.
I like playing football in the backyard with no rules where you just tackle each other.
fuck yeah,
I like that
fuck
type of
yeah,
football.
fuck yeah.
You know what? Fucking
That's my type of football.
the only
Get a
sport that
bunch of
I'll
people
really
together.
watch
These people
is
against these
wrestling.
people. We just play a game.
I
Like
you know
you.
what? I do not watch any other sport besides wrestling. I'm ADHD and I'm borderline autistic, so I guess like when I sit down, I don't see the sense in throwing a ball back and forth or doing basketball. Like I'm not going to shit on somebody that does it if that's
Mhm.
what makes them happy. But me personally, I, I, I do not see it. So
Well, it's just like people look at wrestling and be like, "These are guys in underwear fighting for a belt."
that's true. And my grandfather, he was like, most wrestlers wear tights, and I'm like, no, they don't. Some people wear like blue jeans or pants or something. I'm like, look at John Cena.
Back in the day, they really were wrestling for an actual belt to hold their pants up.
Yeah, you can get off there, Don. Well, here, let me finish up. All right. Yeah, you can get on, man.
So when somebody, so if somebody, with you being in the business for like 20 years plus,
Yeah,
if somebody says, well, wrestling's fake, what's your take on that?
wrestling's not fake. Hey, there's nothing fake of what I do.
Thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
there's,
you.
there's nothing fake of what I do. I get hit in the face. I get kicked. I get slammed. All of that. It's never fake. Never discredit somebody's passion and legitimacy for anything else.
I hear that so much. Like, somebody I know personally, they're not a friend or nothing, but like I know them. And this motherfucker looks at me and he's like, wrestling's fake, right? I'm like, okay, let me call up one of my boys and you step in the ring. And once they slam you down, I'm gonna walk up to you and ask you, was that a fake slam?
Let me, hey, Skinny, let me tell you a story about the last time somebody looked at me and told me wrestling was fake. I slapped him in the face and said, "Now was that slap fake?"
That's an open hand. That's an open hand
Hey,
slap.
what was that motherfucker? Who was that motherfucker that I slammed when I took their face and slammed him down on my knee? And I asked him, was that broken nose fake? You
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
So we have to talk about this ball bat scene with Masada and how he was just pissing you off.
We were talking about this the last time. So you having fun? Okay. So at the XPW Loco show, a fan gave him a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire because Masada loves The Walking Dead and he loves Negan. And he's like, "Oh yeah, this fan made me something." I didn't think about it. I was like, "All right, man, cool." And he popped me in the back with it, and you could hear the thud when it hits. And my first response was legit. It was ow, but I got mad, and he kept hitting me with it, which made me madder and madder because all it's doing is leaving a fucking imprint, and it's just cutting me up. And I was just pissed. I hate that.
You tried to kill Masada.
Yeah.
um. So for the fans that don't know, and if they want to get to know how bloody you can get, what match are you going to tell them to go check out?
Um. Ooh. Uh. Me and Masada versus and Loco versus XPW. There's an ACW show where it's me, Showtime Scott Summers, and I want to say it's called Illusions of Our Childish Days. It's a December show. I got really bloody for that. Um, man, I got bloody on accident because a wrestler threw a chair at the back of my head.
Yeah, that
Yeah, and I super
yeah,
glued my head shut. But bro, I think those are the two bloodiest matches I've had.
that's man. When you first told me that story, for y'all that don't know, I'm not trying to shoot on this worker, but this motherfucker literally threw a chair and put a fucking hole in Remedy's head. And I was like, when he told me that, I was like, bro, that's
Crazy, bro. That's
I super
fucking
glued my head
crazy.
shut at the show. I made him buy me super glue and beer.
I cannot stress this enough. If you do not know how to use a weapon or how to wrestle, go get trained.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just
True.
starting out and you want it, you're
It's true.
starting out and you're starting out in the backyard, before you step out into a big promotion or into a promotion, get your fucking ass trained. If not, stay in the backyard. It's easy. I mean, because literally, if you step into a
Yeah.
ring with a professional, you hurt that professional. You're taking away money from their lifestyle. That's how they,
I wouldn't
you
even
know.
say stay in the backyard.
We've seen that happen too many times, Skinny.
Yeah.
We've seen
I
that
wouldn't even
happen too
say
many
stay in
times.
the
Have we
backyard.
not?
I would say go to the school. Go to school. Get properly trained because there's an art of swinging a chair. There's an
Yeah.
art of using a bat. Uh, if you watch the Loco match, he blasted me in the head a couple of times with that chair. And it's funny because somebody sent me a write up of it, and they're just like those chair shots were the nastiest they've ever heard.
Why does that sound like fuck, I can't remember his name, but he's in Deathmatch Elite. Um he reviews a lot of death matches, like he types up a lot of death matches, so I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Uh yeah, I think I've seen that. Uh when I think you fought Harzard because you were speaking about it at
yeah, we were
the
talking about it in the first one.
the heavy metal wrestling where your hands are too big to go down your throat. Uh, for those of you that don't know, he don't like light tubes, so that may be something that y'all may or may not see at 7. But a piece of a light tube went into the man's throat, and he got those big hands, and he's like,
I couldn't
and
get it.
he couldn't get it out. So the paramedic in the back, or he's a wrestler slash paramedic, and Remedy's like, "What do I do?" And he's like, "Well, nothing. If you're not bleeding, just deal with it. It'll eventually come out." And Remedy's like, "Well, I thought it would hurt coming out." And he's like, "I didn't even know it came out."
Yeah, yeah, it sucked because I was always told about the gas, like watch out about the gas from the light tubes. So I exhaled, and I could see the glass just bam right in the mouth. I was like, no.
The crazy thing is that there's workers that fucking eat these light tubes.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I've seen
And,
it.
I'm good.
all right, I took a light tube
He
across
said
the back.
I'm good.
I could not imagine sitting there eating it, thinking that it's a bag of chips or something.
So I
I
was at a
could. I
show
mean, that's just me.
yesterday.
I'm goofy.
So I was at a show yesterday with Dmitry Alexandrov. That's a good buddy of mine.
Ooh,
And
ooh.
he handed me a light tube and he's like, "Can you hold this for a second?" And I'm holding it and I'm just squeezing it. And my just natural instinct is just to break it in my hand. You make me one? Yeah, make me one. Now I'm making you work. Sorry, it's my son.
He,
But yeah, and I was like, I just want to break it. I just want to break it in my hand. And he was like, that would be awesome to see in a match.
that that I gotta agree with. We actually have an interview with Dimitri. Want to finish his questions?
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to crush like a beer bottle or something, a beer can or something in your hand,
Yeah,
or a beer bottle?
yeah, yeah.
You can crush a beer bottle with your hands.
So, yes, I can. I think I can. I can try it again. When I used to work in the jail, inmates would have apples. And if they don't eat their food at a certain time, you have to throw it away. Well, some people will hoard apples to make try to make moonshine with.
Oh yeah, hooch.
Yeah, pooch. Yeah, there you go. So I would grab the apples when I would find them. Like when we'd go through the bags, I would grab them. It's like, oh, they can't have this, crush. They can't have this, crush. And mind you, I'm doing this with like sergeants that are there, and they're just watching me just crushing apples. Now it becomes a game of give me an apple and watch me crush it. And it's just bam. And they're just like, why are y'all all amazed? Can't y'all do this? And they're like, how the fuck are we supposed to crush an apple with our bare hand? And it's not like boom, it's just bam. So
Oh shit.
yeah. And then I forget. But also my sergeant used to get mad at me because anytime they would put me in a spot that I wouldn't want to be in, when we would leave our post where we were assigned, I would break their door to where they can't leave. So I would rip the knobs off of both ends and just walk away because it's fun, Anthony.
Oh,
I teach you.
oh wow.
Holy. Okay, so I gotta ask, with you being a guard, and we know that there's guys that obviously try it. Who has tried to like, I guess, square up on you or get you to your limits? Have you ever had that?
A lot of people. A lot of
Have you
people.
ever have you ever had to like literally put somebody in their place?
All the time. So when I used to be a guard, I worked lockdown. So I dealt with people that were never going home, high profiles, violent offenders.
Oh
But you
shit.
also have a lot of inmates that are just kind of like, oh, I'm going to do what I want and you're not going to stop me. And then when I stop them, the running joke used to be the Princess Bride movie. I've never watched it, but I always got the Andre the Giant jokes at work. And they're like, well, we're just going to send the brute squad. I am the brute squad.
Damn. See, like
I hate to be the prisoner and you come in my cell to take me out that motherfucker. I'd be like, okay, brother,
I'm not even
wherever you
fighting.
want me to go, we going. I ain't trying to fight
So,
your man.
so there's a funny story of I had to go to an upper level lockdown floor. There's only 2 floors that have lockdown, and they had me go to the upper floor for it. And this inmate jammed the door so nobody could come in, and he was refusing to go into his cell. And they're like, "Well, we need to open up the cell." So I broke it open. I kicked open the door. Um, Damn, hold on, because my phone's about to die. Give me a sec.
He kicked in a
Okay.
goddamn cell door.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going, Bubba?
Hello.
That's that's crazy. That
Right
see,
there. Y'all just heard me
I would
scream.
I wouldn't mind working in a jail, but I couldn't because of the not really the criminals, but the guys with like the the bad the ones that like kids and shit.
Yeah,
I would totally lose my shit and wind up hurting somebody
it's usually how it happens.
because I'd be one of those guards to let one of the another inmate just totally kill that guy. No, I didn't see nothing. He done it while I was doing something else.
Fix this where yeah, I might have.
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah,
Um, do you have a favorite match stipulation?
not really.
No, not really.
Sorry.
Um, so is there anything that you would like to speak on or to say before we end this?
Is that the thing I should say? I don't know. He wants to be a part of this so much, so I'm gonna make him a part of this now. I would say learn wrestling, respect wrestling, support wrestling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Yes.
will definitely have Remedy on for a part three.
I'm fucking down.
Let's fucking go. Give me a second and I'll go get the